Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 24 to 2021 NRL season. We saw two games of football today. We saw the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles beat the Bulldogs 36 points to 18. And we saw the Penrith Panthers defeat the West Tigers 30 points to 16 as well. It was a double header up at Redcliffe, so I hope everyone at Redcliffe had a fantastic time. It looked like a fantastic day at the footies. So I hope everyone had a great time. Who was to everyone that was at the game. But let's get into the first game where the Seagulls beat the Bulldogs 36 points to 18. I gotta say, not a pretty win for Manly. It was quite ugly, but that's what the good sides do. You know, when they're off, they still find a way to get the job done. So it all started off very well for the Seagulls. Unfortunately, there was a no try early on to Ruben Garrick. I think the ball was kicked out. I thought it should have been a penalty try, personally. I think when you're going for a try, you're reaching the ball out, and if a player kicks the ball out of your hand, normally it would be a penalty try because let's face it here, if the Bulldogs player, I believe it might have been Nick Meaney or Corey Allen, if he doesn't kick the ball out of Ruben Garrick, then where does the ball end up? It ends up over the line for a try. So tough call there for against Manly, but it didn't really matter because in the 8th minute, Jason Saab went over and scored in the corner for the Seagulls. He scored the first try of the game. Conversion was unsuccessful from Garrick, so Manly had a 4-0 lead early on. And then in the 26th minute, the Bulldogs went straight through. Matt Dury ends up scoring a try for the Dogs. Dogs, great job for the Dogs. Kyle Flanagan converts the goal. Bulldogs 6-4 after 27 minutes gone in the game. And then, not long after that, Jaden Ockenbaugh ends up scoring in the corner for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have scored 2 tries in a matter of about 4 minutes. Incredible from the Bulldogs. And then conversion successful again from Kyle Flanagan. Bulldogs lead Manly 12-4. Half an hour into the game, and everyone's freaking out online going, oh my God, the Bulldogs lead. Bulldogs were paying $20 to win. Oh my God. Let's face it. They had a lead. It was never going to last. I'm just saying. And then in the 33rd minute, Ola Kawatu heads back for the Manly Warringah Seagulls. He runs off a nice ball from Daly Cherry Evans. Ola Kawatu scores. Conversion's good. Bulldogs still lead at 12-10. Half time, Bulldogs 12-10. Manly had about 7 errors in the first half. Manly were their own worst enemy. They were shooting themselves in the foot. I wasn't really concerned. I went, all right, Dogs have got the lead. Manly would just be patient with the ball. And if they be patient and if they cop a spray from Des, they will be fine. And they were fine. 43rd minute, Tom Trbojevic, he scores. Great try, Turbo. Manly at that stage, 16-12 lead. Josh Alloway goes to the sin bin. Yeah, look, don't even start me on this. This was an absolute disgrace, the sin bin. There was absolutely no way in the world that Josh Alloway should have been sent to the sin bin. I thought it was an absolute disgusting decision. One of the worst decisions of the season, I just don't understand the bunker at the moment. The bunker always get involved. They're too much involved at the moment, the bunker. Absolutely too much involved. It's an absolute disgrace. It really is. I just don't think it's seriously. Josh Alloway, what did he do? He got tackled and he stuck the leg out and he almost kicked Josh Jackson, I think it was. Latrell Mitchell did the exact same thing to AJ Brimson a couple of weeks ago. No sin bin for Latrell, but Josh Alloway does it today against the Dogs. He goes for 10 in the bin. Ridiculous. Just a ridiculous decision. But anyway, the Bulldogs did nothing when he was sin bin. 61st minute, Bulldogs get a penalty. Dangerous tackle, I think it was, from Joe Stimson or something. Manly 18 points to 12 at that stage. Turbo scored again. Manly 24-18. And then Turbo again, another hat-trick. Just the best player in the world. Doing what he does best. Manly, what's it there? 30 to 18. And then the Bulldogs score in the 74th minute through Jackson to Pine, 30 to 18 Manly. And then Sub scores again on the bell. Manly win the game, 36 points to 18. We'll go for some of the great players. I thought Tom Trbojevic again, outstanding. Scored a hat-trick, easily best on ground, 259 metres. Turbo doing turbo things. Sub was great. Parker was okay today, nothing amazing. Garrick was quiet as hell. Harper was alright. Foran was solid. DC was good. Josh Alloway had a good game as well. Tapau was solid. Ola Kawatu was good. Schuster was a little bit quiet. Jack Boywish was pretty good as well. Fulton Dylan Walker did a great job off the bench as well for the Seagulls. As for the Dogs, not much to say here. You know, I thought Hopawade tried really hard out there. I thought Nick Meaney tried hard. Ockenball was okay. The halves, Wakeham and Flanagan, absolutely clueless. Harrington, stupid. He had a shocker. Although he almost pulled off a great try saver on Turbo and goals. Almost. Josh Jackson had a good game. Matt Dury was pretty good as well, I thought. And Ogden was alright as well. Manly were too good today. They deserved to get the job done. Wasn't pretty, but they get the result. My top 3 players on ground for the Seagulls win over the Bulldogs this afternoon. Number 3, I'm going to go with Jason Saab. Number 2, I'm going to go with Daly Cherry Evans. I thought he was great. And number 1, my man of the match, Tom Trbojevic. He was outstanding, and I think Turbo deserves the man of the match, and the Seagulls win over the Bulldogs. And let's go into the final game, which was the Panthers beating the West Tigers, 30 points to 16. I found this game to be quite boring. First half was alright. Second half was an absolute snooze fest. We'll get into it. So, the Panthers started the game off very well. The first try of the game went to Moses Leota. Nathan Cleary put a grubber kick in. It hit the post. And Moses Leota ended up scoring the try. It was a flukish try, but Nathan Cleary is just a genius. His kicking game, he was aiming for the post. Just brilliant from Nathan. Panthers, great start. 6-0 after 13 minutes. And then, 16th minute, Stefano with an incredible try. Went straight through him, Stefano. He did really well, Stefano. Brooksy converts the goal. 6-all after 18 minutes. And then, 35th minute, Tavita Pangai Jr. scoring off the bench for the Panthers. His first ever try for the Panthers. It was an incredible effort as well. Great try from Pangai Jr. Panthers 12-6. Half time, Panthers 12-6. Thought the Tigers were doing okay in the first half, but the Panthers were in complete control. Second half, Jerome Luai scores in the 43rd minute for the Panthers. Panthers 18-6. And then the 49th minute, William Kikau off the bench. He was outstanding this afternoon, William Kikau. He scores for the Panthers in the 49th minute. Cleary converts it. Panthers 24-6. And then Brian Toto scores in the corner. Cleary converts an incredible goal. Panthers there, 30-6. Game's over. Tigers, a couple late tries, a couple of consolation tries. Jake Simpkin from dummy half scores. Panthers 30-12. And then in the 75th minute, Ken Mamalo in the corner. Brooks misses the conversion. Full time. Panthers have beaten the West Tigers, 30 points to 16, up there at Redcliffe. I don't believe Penrith were at their best. They made a couple of errors today, and they were definitely off their game, but they did enough to beat the West Tigers, who are a bit of a team that just needs to learn to play 80 minutes of football. The Tigers' discipline is also a bit of a worry, but I guess without Adam Dewey today, it was always going to be tough for the Tigers, but the Panthers, pretty solid win. I wouldn't say it was a great win. It was a win that they needed, and the Panthers are going to finish first or second anyway, depending on what Melbourne do next week, if they rest players or not. But good win for the Panthers this afternoon. Some of the great players, though, from the Panthers. I thought Dylan Edwards at fullback today was very good. Thought he had a good game. I thought Stephen Crichton was decent. Momorossi was a little bit quiet. Burton was all right. Brian Toto, outstanding. Good to see him back. Luai was very good. Thought Nathan Cleary was a bit off his game today. A couple of poor errors from him. Thought Moses Leota had a good game as well. I thought Liam Martin did well. Ye was good. I thought William kick out off the bench was absolutely outstanding. I thought Tavita Pangai Jr. was great as well. Scott Sorensen was great for the Panthers. As for the Tigers, I thought Ken Mamalo tried very hard. I thought the halves for the Tigers were a bit off as well. I thought Stefano was great for the Tigers. I thought Sean Bloor tried hard. Alex Twell tried hard. I thought Jonathan and Galley as well off the bench for the Tigers tried very hard as well. But the Panthers, they have secured a top 2 finish, and it'll be interesting to see how they go in the semis. They play Parramatta next week, which will be a big game. Obviously, with Parramatta winning last night over the Melbourne Scum, Penrith vs Parramatta Friday night should be a big game. But my top 3 players from the Panthers-Tigers game this afternoon. Number 3, I'm going to go with Tavita Pangai Jr. Number 2, I'm going to go with Brian To'o. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Billy Omi Kickout. I thought he was outstanding for the Panthers today off the bench. Scored a try. He was a nightmare. 210 metres off the bench for the Panthers. I thought he was outstanding for Billy Omi Kickout. So he gets my man of the match and the Panthers win over the Tigers. But guys, that's it for the Sunday afternoon football review for round 24 of the NRL. If you enjoyed it, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If your team is not playing finals football, enjoy this week. Next week's the last week you'll see your team play until March. So I'm looking forward to the Cowboys next week. Last game for the year for them. But guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic Sunday night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Corner Post. Until then, have a good one.